Welcome to today's maths lesson. It's Monday. It's the 1st of March. That can only mean one thing. It's St. David's Day. Happy St. David's Day. The question is, who was St. David and what's he about? Well, think back to your geography. The 4 nations that make up the UK. Each country has a patron saint. England has St. George. And that's all I'm going to tell you, because the question is, who's St. David the patron saint of? And which 2 growing items from the ground can be associated with Wales? Drop us a line on Teams if you know. Right, today, get a new page open in your maths book, your last week of home learning for maths. 3 lessons only, today, tomorrow and Friday, because Wednesday is science and Thursday is World Book Day, and there ain't no lessons to worry about on Thursday, just lots of reading stuff. Anyway, so clean page, make it look awesome. 1st of the 3rd, 21. Title, Wilf, underline all with a ruler, and let's go. Okay, once you've done that, let's do total recall. I would pause the video here, and you can have a go at these, and I will give the answers when you press play again. So, press pause. And welcome back. Answers, please, on a postcard. Actually, I'll give you the answers. It would take too long writing them on a postcard and posting them. They're a ridiculous idea. Anyway, 7 4s are 28. Correct. 35 divided by 5 is 7. Correct. 5 times 6 is 30. Thanks to my little monkey friend. Thank you, monkey. That's all right, Mr. Davey. Ah, can I have a cup of tea, please, monkey? Yeah, do you want a slice of cake with that? I'd love some cake. Anyway, I'm meant to be doing a maths lesson. Shh. Right, pink box, 674, add 39. When you use the column method, you should have been able to get the answer 713. 415 minus 78, if you use the column method and did some exchanging, quite a lot of exchanging, double exchange on that one, you should have got 337. And finally, what do you add to make these number bonds to 100? Well, it's 33 add 67, it's 74 add 26, and it's 100 take away 36. Again, 33 and 74, don't think because there's a 3 in the tens column, it means that you add a 70. No, because as soon as you go over the multiple of 10, you are already having to carry over to the next column. So 3 add 7 is 10 in the ones. Carry over that 1. It's 3 add the 1 is 4. And then the 6 makes our 10, which is the 100. Anyway, so just be always very careful with that. Okay, just going to very quickly check that I am recording. Yes, I am. I've had some recording issues today, and this is probably my 10th time of trying to do this, so I've been driven slightly mad this afternoon, but all is well. So here we go. Today's objectives, planning and making links, because when you make the links when you're learning, think back to last week and the column method and place value, and you can't go wrong with getting your times tables right, and planning, because you need to set the work out carefully, just like last week. So, we're going to be multiplying for bronze, multiplying 2 digit by a 1-digit number, and you will only be multiplying by 2, 3 or 4, and there will be no exchanging. And silver, there's no exchanging, and the difference for you is you will multiply by 2, 3, 4, 5 and 8. Gold, you will be doing some exchanging, sometimes known as carrying over. And for challenge, the sheet that you can download off the Teams is also available as an image on this video, as will the answer sheet, so you will have everything you need in this video. Right, last week we used the formal written method to solve our addition and subtraction problems, and this week we're going to do the same, but we will be multiplying instead. Now, we have done this before. This is not new, but you need to really go for it. Okay, follow what I teach you today, try and remember what you've learnt before, and you can't really go wrong. If you know your tables especially, actually that's quite key, you should be able to solve it. So over the next couple of slides, I'm going to show you how to work it out. Well, first of all, 42 times 2. When we set it out, here's how I've done it. Does that look right to you? I hope you're shouting, no, Mr. Davey, that's atrocious. You're right, I need to make this look a lot better. Now we've written a number sentence, 42 times 2, equals, pop that in, okay, and we need to find our answer. So I've written it as column method here. There's our 4 in the tens column because it's 40. There's our 2 in the ones column because the 2 is our ones digit. And we're going to multiply it by 2. Wait a minute, the 2's in the tens column. That can't be right. Nope, it needs to go there. So let's see if we can answer this. 2 times 2 is, you're right, 4. So there's 4. Now, for the tens, you do the same job. You always come back to here because this is our multiplier. So 4 times 2 is 8. Well done. So that is how you use, that's how you use the column method to multiply. Simple, isn't it? So our answer to 42 times 2 is 84. Okay, let's have a little look at how it works for silver. Bronze, pay attention because there's not much difference between what you're doing. It's just what you're multiplying by. So I'll have a little go at this. 3 times 3 equals 9. Brilliant. And then 2 times 3 is 6. Good. Okie doke. Now, what you need to see here is this. When we did column method for adding and subtracting, you would look at the 2 and there would be nothing underneath it. And if you were adding, you would just say 2 add nothing, 2. Or 2 take away nothing, 2. Now, it does not work like this when you are adding. You need to understand, and I'm just going to get my pen. Let's get the pen. We'll do it in red. That it's 3 times 3. Okay. Turn that into an arrow. And it's 2 times 3. It doesn't matter that there is this, there we go. It doesn't matter that there's a gap underneath the 2. That's not important. What matters is you say 3 times 3 and you say 2 times 3. And that's how you put your answer in. And in some ways, I'd say this is almost easier than the adding. I mean, it is so simple, okay? So you have a pause on the video here, have a go at 20 times 4, see what you come up with, okay? Pause here, then I'll give you the answer. Okay, welcome back. So, 0, remember our arrows, we start in the ones column. Always start in the ones column. 0 times 4 is 4. Of course it's not. That would be a shocking mistake. Why? Because whenever you multiply anything by 4, when you multiply by 4, whenever you multiply by 0, you still have 0. You could multiply a billion squillion by 0 and it would still be 0. So that's a 0 in there. 2 times 4, 8. And we're going to move our 8. I should have written a 0 in here. I drew it in. Get rid of that. That's rubbish. Goodbye. And 0 in there. So our answer to that is 80. Well done. Hopefully you got that. Right. Gold. Watch carefully what happens here. Okay, I'll model this one and then you can pause in a minute and try and do the one below. So, 8 times 3. You all know what 8 times 3 is. It is 24. Question is, how do I write the 24 in? Well, I put my 2 there, and I'm just going to make it a bit smaller because it's going to be our exchange digit. This is our carryover. There's our 2. And the 4 is going to go in as normal there. So, 8 times 3, start in the ones column. 8 times 3 makes 24. Okay, so we've carried over the 2 from the 24 and we've put it in the tens column, just like when you did adding column method. Okay, so just forget the 2 for a minute now. Let's carry on with the calculation as if we were doing the bronze and silver work. We now move to our tens column. Having done 8 times 3, we move to the tens column and it's 2 times 3. And 2 times 3 is easy, 6. So we put our 6 in here. Aha! But we've got a little 2 on the doorstep, which means we have to add on to our 6 the 2, which means we end up with 8. And that is all you have to do. Okay, so it's not a case of going 3 8s to 24 and putting the 2 in there. We have to put it on the doorstep. My class know what I mean by that. That's what I call putting it on the doorstep underneath the tens column, because it's worth the tens. It's 2 tens, and the 8, 2 3s, a 6 plus the 2, 8. And of course, I know sometimes we like to cross out the 2 to show that we've used it. Okay, but my magic pen will disappear, so that will go in a minute. Okay, so let's look at this one. I'm going to let you pause. There it goes. Pause the video here. You have a go at 24 times 4. See what you come up with, and then I'll give you the answer. Away you go. Okie dokie. Let's see how you did. What did you all get? Well, let's see. 4, starting the ones column. 4 times 4, 16. So we're going to put our 1 there and our 6 there. Okay, so 4 4s are 16. Going to make my little 1 that I've carried over a bit smaller, just because we don't like it too big, just to show that it's on the doorstep. And then we go to our tens column and we say 2 times 4. 2 4s, nice and easy. 8. 2 4s are 8. Plus, we need to add on our little 1. So 8 add the 1 makes 9. Okay, and I'll just pop our 9 in the correct place. There it is, 96. Hopefully you all got that. Okay, moving on. So here's today's work, nice and easy. Here, that out the way there. All calculations, whichever column you choose to do, needs to be done using column method. Okay, so you're going to pause the video here and crack on with your work. If you finish one of your columns, if you do bronze, try moving to silver. If you finish silver, try doing gold. If you do gold, get onto the challenge. It says grab a challenge sheet. Don't do that. It's the next slide. So you can pause the video here and you can crack on with well, don't pause it here actually. I'll come back to that. Yeah, you'll pause it to do the challenge sheet. Now, once you've done all your work, the answers are going to be here. So I am now going to say, press pause here. Away you go. And here are the answers. So well done if you've done all that work. There's all your answers. So pause here, mark your work. Hopefully you got 5 out of 5 or even 10 out of 10 because you did 2 lots of work. So well done, that's fantastic. Okay, there's the challenge. And coming up to press pause after you've done challenge is the challenge answer sheet. So press pause here if you want to mark your work. And very quickly, pit stop, which we would normally do, which is a bit of a random place to do pit stop. Have a quick look at this. Frederick completes this question and he thinks he's the best mathematician in the world. But is he right? 6 times 2 is 12. He's carried the 1. Good, yeah, good. So far, so good. 4 times 2 is 8. Brilliant. He's a mathematician. Job done. Or is it? No, he's made a mistake. He didn't add the 1 on to his 2 times 4, which made 8. That needs to go, and it needs to be a 9. So it should have been 92, not 82. Goodbye to that 8. Good, right. And finally, plenary. Have a little go at this final calculation. If you've been able to work out gold, you'll definitely be able to do this. But I have a simple question. How is this different to everything you've done today? What does the answer look like in comparison to the other answers you've done today? Have a little go at it. Tell me the obvious difference. Away you go. Okay, right. Hopefully you've had a little go. Let's work it out. I'm going to do this with pen. Now this could be a little bit messy, but you're going to be patient and forgive me. So 46 times 5. I'm drawing with a trackpad, and it's doable, but it's not the easiest. Right, 6 5s, 30. 6 5s are 30, so we do that and we carry the 3. Okay, 4 5s are 20, add the 3. Look at that. What's the difference? Compared to everything you've done today, how many digits are in our answer? Well, it's a 3-digit answer. And everything you've done today have been 2-digit answers. So actually, our work is going to be tomorrow getting bigger answers in what we do. Okay, so that's a bit of a sneaky peek to the next lesson. But for now, that is the end. And hopefully this has recorded. So it has. Okay, gang, you take good care. See you all tomorrow. Bye.